Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today we are going to propagate these irisine plants. They are also known as blood leaf plant or beefsteak plant because of the red color in the foliage. They like partial shade, but as they grow older, if they become really huge, then they may tolerate more light. And they look so beautiful because they are red color, and rest of the plants, most of the plants in your garden are green, so they give a good contrast to your garden. You need to water them regularly because they have so many leaves, and they need to stay in warm and humid conditions. If you want to grow them inside, then just make sure that they get a lot of indirect sunlight and they stay warm and humid. And also, you can keep on pruning them so that they become dense and not grow vertically. Inside, they may grow, some aphids or, some mealybugs or mildew. So then you have to quickly take care of it, maybe using diluted neem oil. They can be propagated through seeds or through cuttings. So today I'm going to show you how to propagate it from cuttings. We are going to make some cuttings from these. So first of all, here are my shears and I need to clean them. So here I have household rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to just dab this paper in this and clean this. So, this is just to make sure that they are sterile before we cut the cuttings, and they are not infected. So this is the place from where the leaves grow and potentially the roots grow. So these are called nodes or nubs. And when you're making a cutting, you have to make sure that you have at least 3 to 4 nodes in each cutting, because then some of the nodes can go inside the soil or the rooting medium and some can stay up, above the rooting medium. So this one has like 3 main nodes. So then the bottom node can go inside the rooting medium. So I'll remove those leaves. And because this stem has no root right now, so it can't sustain all these leaves. The whole stem will die. So you want to reduce the burden on the stem and reduce the number of leaves on it. So I've removed the bottom leaves and I'm going to remove the very tender top leaves also. And then the next 2 leaves I'll cut in half so that the burden on the stem is reduced. And then remove the other 2 leaves also. So this is one cutting. And then I'll take one cutting from here. So this is a big one. So I can take a cutting from here. And let me just take another cutting from here because this is kind of crooked. So I'll take a cutting from here. So I have 3 cuttings. So let these go out of the way. So this is one cutting that I have already prepared. Now for this, again, remove all the bottom leaves and the top leaflet because that's like really soft and tender. So now this one is ready too, and then this one has lot of nodes, so that is good thing. So I'm going to just remove all the leaves from the bottom. And then the top 2 leaves, I leave half of them. So you want to leave some of them there so that they generate some energy for the stem. So here are 3 stems ready to be planted. So here I have a planter. I've taken a divided planter so that when I plant these, and tomorrow if I need to transplant them when they grow, then I don't disturb the other plant. If I wanted to just transplant one, I could do that. So I'm going to just put some rooting hormone here, and I will dip this stem in the rooting hormone. So the rooting hormone basically helps in keeping the stem in good health, meaning they don't rot that easily. And in this planter, I have taken a potting soil mix in which there is compost and some perlite, but most of it is coco peat, so that these stems stay moist. Because that's what is the most important thing when you are growing a stem, that they should stay moist and warm. So I'm going to just put it in this one, make a hole, and just make sure that at least one node, like this is a node here, that should go inside the soil. And then this one again, just dip it in the rooting hormone. Okay, and this one, actually there are many nodes in this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I'm thinking maybe I should divide it into two. So, and in a way it is good if the stem is small, because then, oh god, see, that's what happens, because this doesn't have any leaf, so you don't know which one is the bottom portion and which one is the top. But I think I can see from this leaf it is going towards the top, so this must be the bottom. That is important, because if you put it the other way around, then they'll not grow. Okay, now I'm going to just fill it up with more. This is just coco peat, the one that I'm filling right now, so that it keeps the stems moist. Okay, so now I'm going to put these skewers. I use the skewers. If you have something else, you can use that. I'm just putting these skewers right here, and now I'm going to water these cuttings and hydrate even the top stem. And then I have this clear plastic bag, and to put it on top of this. And loosely placed, and it has even holes here. This plastic bag has holes, and this is loosely placed. So what will happen is that I'm going to put it inside the house where it gets a lot of indirect sunlight, so some of the water will evaporate, but it will stay trapped in this plastic bag, and so the stems will stay in the humid environment, and that's what you need when you want to grow the cuttings. But don't put it too tightly, because if there is no air circulation in this bag, then fungus may develop, and you don't want that. So you want just this to be loosely placed, so that there is some circulation, but still some humidity is maintained inside this. And I'm going to just put it inside, and I'll keep you posted how they are doing. So our irisine cuttings have been growing in this planter. It's been more than a month, probably 6 weeks or even 7 weeks. And like, if you look at this cutting, this is almost dead. The bottom portion is still pink, so I won't say that it is dead, but it seems like dead. The top portion is dead. But whenever you are in doubt, just leave it there,
because you never know, maybe there are some roots growing in there. And if you look at this one or this one or this one, they are doing fine. The leaves are healthy, and the stems look healthy. And one way to test is that try to pull it. I'm trying to pull it, it's not coming out. So that means it has developed roots, because if the roots are not there, they'll easily come out. So I'm 100% sure that these three, this, and this, they have developed roots. But let's just try to dig them up. I know if I dig it up, most probably it will not survive. But I just want to show you. Oh, this has good roots. Look at this. So I think it will survive because I have not disturbed the top portion. So I'm going to just put it back in here. Hopefully it will forgive me for disturbing me. But so I'm very happy that I tried this. So that means these three are doing fine, and it is possible that even this one is doing fine, because if you look at the bottom, the bottom portion of the stem is still pink, so it may be all right. So what I did was that initially I had kept it inside, covered it with plastic bag and all. But when the temperature was moderate, like in 80 degree Fahrenheit or around it, I brought it outside, put it under the tree where it doesn't get any direct sunlight. It gets a lot of indirect sunlight, but no direct sunlight. There's a lot of airflow, and there is automatic sprinkler, so it is getting watered automatically a little bit. And in any case, I had put a lot of cocoa peat in this, so once it gets watered, then it stays moist for a long time. So I left it under the tree, maybe after a couple of weeks or something like that, and just forget about it, because when you are trying to root the cuttings, the biggest problem is that we get impatient. At least I do. And then I say, oh, nothing is happening, and I'll just dig it up, and in the process I'll disturb them. Even if they were developing roots, because you can't see, you just destroy it. So my suggestion will be, just leave them alone. Wherever you have kept them, make sure that they don't get any direct sunlight, they get water enough, so that the soil is always moist, and lot of airflow, lot of indirect light, and they'll start to grow. And wait for few months, and then do this test, that just try to pull it. If it comes out easily, like if you have left it for 3 months, and if it comes out easily, that means it didn't grow. But if it is not coming out, that means it grew roots. So really happy to see that this one is growing. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.